What's up, guys? This week's video we are working on the little 62 Ford Falcon, and this is actually my girlfriend's car. You've probably seen this car in the background, and we've been working on this car for a little bit over a year now. Just been putting parts, interior stuff in it. The engine wasn't doing so great, but as you saw in one of the earlier videos, we've bought an engine for it and we're gonna swap it in. So let's get this thing back on the streets. Let's do it. Cleaned up all of the engine bay here and repainted it all. Took me a couple days to get this going here. But basically I just stripped off all the old dirt and rust and put 2 layers of Port 15. And then I just top coated it with some satin paint, spray paint. And it came out really nice, really nice. Check that out. Super nice. And now I've just been getting the little inline 6 ready. This is the one that I bought over at the Long Beach swap meet, High Performance. Checked it out, cleaned out really nice. I also painted it with a enamel high temp paint, and this is the old Ford blue, what they call it, and it came out super nice as well. But that's the old engine that was in there, and it just wasn't running right. It was blowing a lot of white smoke, a lot of blow by, so I'm guessing it's time for a rebuild on this thing. I'm just gonna switch over a lot of the stuff, like the fan, the alternator bracket, and all that, onto the new one. But it's looking really nice, really nice. I still have a little bit of more detailing to do. I have some overspray right here, but I'm gonna have this all cleaned up really nice and ready to drop in. So that's today's little project. Looks like the engine is all done, ready to go, and I think it came out really nice. Check that out. We got the new paint job, we got the chrome valve cover, it looks really nice. I love that powered by Ford right there. I think that looks really cool. But I still want to clean up some of these overspray areas. But for now, I think we're good to go. I did do the alternator conversion instead of the generator. Check that out. So it's just a little bracket. I bought it from Falcon Enterprises, and it also came with the top bracket here. The only thing is that the belt, it does not fit. If you go to the auto parts store and you order a new belt for this car, they're gonna give you one that's too short. So I ended up ordering another belt that is a bit longer, 35 1/8. It might be a little too long. You can see it's almost to the end here, but it still works pretty good. It's still tight. So there you go. Let's put this little inline 6 back in the car. The torque converter, I'm not too sure how many clicks it needs to be seated down. I only counted 2, but I touched the bottom of the converter there and it's hitting the transmission. So, and I took it out and the torque converter had some circular scratches for me that I kept trying to push it in. So I think it's seated in. I mean, for a Ford-O-Matic 2-speed, I'm not sure if it's 3 or 2, but I checked it and it looks like it's seated. So hopefully I don't mess up the front pump there. But we'll see how this turns out. So let me get it in. All right, I got the engine all seated in with the engine mounts, and I used a little bottle jack to try and push the engine back so it can mate with the transmission. I got 2 of the bolts in right here. The bottom one is pretty good. The top one is it got pretty tight and it's not flush with the engine, as you can see there. And I really don't want to put a lot of stress on that transmission mount. I don't want to crack it and have it come off there. I really don't want to use the bolts to push the the engine to the transmission because it will crack. But check that out. I managed to reach it with this deep offset. There you go. Hopefully you guys could see that. So focuses. There you go. So it's with the offset wrench that I could only get through there. And yeah, I'm pretty glad I have that wrench set. But it looks like it's gonna mate now. And like I said, you don't want to have the bolts bring the engine to the transmission. You don't want to pull the engine with the bolts, or else the transmission mounts will break. So I think once I fasten this upside right here, it'll mate a lot better, and it'll, I'll be able to connect it and tighten the bolts. All right, you guys, check this out. We are almost there. So I put everything back in the car, radiator, everything. And like I said, I had some problems mounting the trying to get the engine and the transmission to line up perfectly. But once I got it all lined up, I put the nuts on the torque converter, and it pulled it a little bit towards the engine side. But I don't think it took it out of place there. But put the exhaust manifold back on. When I got the car, it didn't have the engine mount bolts on it. So I don't know what the previous owner was doing, but they were not on the car. So I don't know how the car stayed on. The engine stayed on the engine there, engine bay. But now I'm just going to redo these transmission lines. And look at that, they used some hose. They just spliced some hose in there, and that's not how it should be done. But we're almost there. Just a couple little things here and there, and then we should be able to fire it up. Awesome. So we've got everything back in the car, all the hoses, all the fluids. We're all ready to go. I've made the transmission lines out of stainless steel. Hopefully you guys can see that. Check that out. Came out really, really nice. But let's start the car and let's see if we can take it for a drive. Let's do it. What do you think? Let me see. Turn the headlights on that knob. Yeah, pull that one. Pull it all the way. Nice. Let's see. Whoa. That's super cool. Let's take it for a drive. Yo, oh my gosh. This is so... Oh my gosh. Let's go, let's go. Let's do it.
Trying to reach the gas. Pretty far.
How's it feel? It feels good?
Yeah.
Nice. This is crazy. Oh yeah. Oh, your turn signals. We gotta work on those. Alright guys, so that was really cool. We've got the Falcon running. We put the engine on there and it's running pretty good. But what did you think? What did you think of the car?
Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
We still have some work to do, but hope you guys like the channel. Hope you guys like the video. We're gonna end it here. We got some drinks, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bam!